Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Zaenal Fanani. In my video this time to fulfill my public speaking assignment, so I will tell you about movie called Boy Missing. This trial genre movie will tell about a child who fabricates his kidnapping and puts his mother in danger. This movie is packed with a very inspiring plot twist. This movie begins by showing a child who is walking alone. When approached by a passing car driver, the child looks confused and injured. Then he is taken to the hospital by the car driver. From the results of the doctor's examination, the child did not have a broken bone or trace of torture. He was just in shock. Then the police come in and met the boy. When the police asked what happened and wanted to take him home, the boy was silent and did not answer. The police began to check the place where the child went to school. It was known that the child was named Victor, and he was 6 years old, and his mother named Patricia. She was a lawyer. Then his mother got on the phone and came to the hospital and met the police. Patricia also shared that her son couldn't hear without his hearing aid. That's why he didn't answer. The scan moves to the police station and looks like his mother and the police are interviewing Victor. And Victor said that he had been kidnapped and held captive by someone in a dark house, then managed to escape. And Victor also confessed that he saw the face of kidnapper. After knowing the description of the kidnapper's face, and it was known that the kidnapper was named Charlie. Charlie is an ex-con who was released 3 years ago. And Charlie was searched to his house and then taken to the police station. After a few days of detention, then Charlie was acquitted for lack of evidence. Patricia is worried that there will be another kidnapping, so she asks Raul for help in attacking Charlie, because Patricia doesn't trust the police. A few days later, the police called Patricia and said that it was not Charlie who did it. Victor finally admits that no one kidnapped him and only made up about his kidnapping. Patricia also calls Raul to stop his plan to attack Charlie. Victor also told his mother that what happened was that Victor had been beaten and insulted by some of his friends, and threatens Victor if he tells the truth. After knowing it all, the next day the police met the boy at his house and arrested him. And Patricia's plan to stop Raul is failed. Raul's men called Patricia and said that Charlie was killed because he trying to fight back. So Patricia panics, and then they said that Patricia had to pay 6 million euros. Otherwise, they will drag Patricia's name into this matter. Arriving at home, Patricia asks her nanny to take Victor to a safer place. Then the scan shows Charlie's wife is reporting to the police to help her find Charlie. Eventually, the police found out that Charlie had been killed. The police received information that Patricia and Raul joined the suspects in this case, and the police looked for Raul to his house, but Raul managed to escape. Then the police urged Patricia to panic and say something. Elsewhere, Victor and his nanny have arrived at a house and they do not realize that someone is following them and then kidnaps Victor as a guarantee to get money. Patricia finds out about it and so panicked. The next day, saw Patricia leaving with the money and tricking the police. Patricia is going somewhere but the police can't find her trace. Not long, the kidnappers came and took the money, then asked Patricia to follow GPS direction to find her son. And finally, Patricia got somewhere and find Victor. Then they hugged and feel happy to find Victor. And soon the kidnappers gave the money to Raul, who was going on vacation. Then Raul accidentally called and they heard the phone ring in the car. After they sang it, and apparently Charlie was still alive. And Patricia heads to the cliff to regret for what happened. And the movie is over. Okay friends, I apologize if I made a mistake in my speech. Thank you very much for watching my video and have a great day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.